Okay, students, we are discussing every success story is also a story of great failures lesson. We have learned about the most successful persons in the world. They are they have faced many problems. We have understood what the troubles that they had faced, how they overcome, what did they do in order to get success. We have discussed about many great personalities. We have learned about American President Abraham Lincoln, the failures that he faced and how he has got over them, and Lee DeForest, the inventor of triode tubes, Wright brothers who invented the first flying machine, Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC restaurants, and Walt Disney, a cartoonist, and Thomas Alva Edison, Tommy, who is partially deaf. He has got partial disability, who has got to his credit many inventions, scientific inventions, and Henry Ford, the manufacturer of the first passenger car, Henry Ford. These are the people who are faced with many hurdles, HURDLES. Hurdles means problems, addankulu. They try to do something in their way, on their way. They are faced with many troubles, many hurdles, criticism, everything. Yet, they didn't worry any of them. They didn't bother about him. They just kept on going, in which they believed that they could succeed one day. Finally, they all succeeded. In spite of many failures, they succeeded. That is what the inspiration that we have to draw from this great personality's life. Boys and girls, I tell you, there is no person who has become successful without facing failures. You should remember that, very, very important. You can take anybody's life, not the people, not the persons who are mentioned in this lesson, in this chapter. Whoever you know. We all know about cinema heroes. You are a fan of somebody, I am a fan of someone. Observe their lives. Their lives are not bed of roses. వాళ్ళ lives అంత easy కాదు. They work very hard to gain success. Before they succeed, they have faced many problems. They have faced many failures. They withstand means భరించడం, తట్టుకోవడం. Those troubles, they learned from their mistakes. They understood what their problem is. They tried hard to overcome their problems. They corrected themselves. Then they succeeded. That is the reason behind success. Your failure makes you reach success if you don't stop at the face of the failure. That is what we should understand from the lives of these people. The people who are mentioned in this lesson are the people who have succeeded, who are successful, whom you know at this point of time, contemporary, ఇప్పుడు ఈరోజు మీకు ఎవరైతే సక్సెస్ఫుల్ పీపుల్ తెలుసో, you observe their lives. Before they attain success, they are faced with many problems, many failures. Everyone, whoever you know, that is what the inspiration. I am trying for something new. I may fail, but I shouldn't stop at the failure. At the face of the failure, I shouldn't stop it. That should be a stepping stone to my success. That's what we have to understand. Anyway, we have learned about these personalities and we shall continue the lesson. At the time of listening to this, please watch it carefully, and after reading this, you please be very careful at the time of reading. Okay, let's start the lesson now. Do you consider these people failures, whom we have learned about till now? Abraham Lincoln, Lee DeForest, Wright brothers, Colonel Sanders, and Walt Disney, Thomas Alva Edison, all these, can you call them failures? Did they stop at the failure? No. That's what the writer, Shiv Khera, is questioning you, the reader. You are the reader. You are reading about these people. Shiv Khera is questioning you, the writer of this lesson, the narrator of this lesson, of this reading, is questioning you. Do you consider these people a failure? Is Abraham Lincoln a failure? Is Lee DeForest a failure? Can you call them failures? We can never. They faced failures, but they didn't stop. That's what you have to understand. They succeeded in spite of problems, not in the absence of them. This point is very, very important, boys and girls. They succeeded. All these people whom we have learnt about, Abraham Lincoln and others, these people have succeeded. వాళ్ళు సక్సెస్ అయ్యారు in spite of problems, even though there are problems, even though they are faced with problems. వాళ్ళకి ఎన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వచ్చినా, ఎన్ని అడ్డంకులు వచ్చినా, వాటన్నిటిని ఎదుర్కొని తట్టుకుని సక్సీడ్ అయ్యారు తప్ప, సక్సెస్ఫుల్ గెయిన్ చేశారు తప్ప, నాట్ ఇన్ ద absence ఆఫ్ దెమ్. ABSENCE, ABSENCE, absence అంటే absent అని అర్థం, లేకుండా పోవడం. ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లేదు అనేది లేదు, వాళ్ళకి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. నాట్ ఇన్ ద absence ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అంటే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లేకుండా, ఫెయిల్యూర్స్ లేకుండా కాదు, వాళ్ళు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఫేస్ చేసి కూడా సక్సెస్ అయ్యారు. దే ఆర్ ఫేస్డ్ విత్ మెనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, yet దే సక్సీడెడ్ ఇన్ స్పైట్ ఆఫ్ మెనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, ఇన్ స్పైట్ ఆఫ్ మెనీ డిఫికల్టీస్. అంటే ఎన్ని కష్టాలు వచ్చినా, ఎన్ని ఫెయిల్యూర్స్ వచ్చినా కూడా వాళ్ళు సక్సీడ్ అయ్యారు. దట్స్ వాట్ ద రైటర్ వాంట్ టు టెల్ యూ. వన్స్ అగైన్ ఐ రీడ్ దిస్. దే సక్సీడెడ్ ఇన్ స్పైట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వచ్చినా కూడా, నాట్ ఇన్ ద absence ఆఫ్ దెమ్. absence అంటే లేకపోవడం, ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లేకపోవడం అనేది లేదు, ఫెయిల్యూర్ లేకపోవడం అనేది లేదు. దట్స్ వాట్ ద రైటర్ వాంట్ టు టెల్ యూ. దట్స్ వై ఐ మేడ్ ఇట్ వెరీ, వెరీ, వెరీ క్లియర్. ప్లీజ్ అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్ పాయింట్ అండ్ మేక్ ఇట్ ఎ పాయింట్, వెరీ, వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్. But to the outside world means you and I. What do we say? It appears as though they just got lucky. It appears, it seems. What do you say? What I say? Simply, they're lucky. They're fortunate. వాళ్ళు అదృష్టవంతులండి. That's why they could do that. We simply say that. But to the outside world, what is the outside world? You are the outside world. I am the outside world. People are the outside world. What do they simply say? They got lucky. వాడు అదృష్టవంతుడండి, అందుకే అన్ని కనిపెడుతున్నాడు, వాడు ఏం చేసినా సక్సెస్ అవుతుంది. We say likewise, but that is not right. That's what the writer want to tell us. I read it. Do you consider these people failures? They succeeded in spite of problems, not in the absence of them. But to the outside world, it appears as though is another important construction. We shall discuss these constructions in the grammar point. Remember, this is an important construction. As though, ASSTHOUGH, though, as though they just got lucky. Next paragraph. All success stories are stories of great failures. Here comes the title. All success stories, whoever success story you take, be it Abraham Lincoln or anybody, they are all the stories of failures. That means in every story, in every successful person's story, there are a lot more failures. When they fail, nobody bothers them. When they fail, nobody takes care of them. When they fail, nobody takes attention of those people. But when they succeed, people start talking about that success only. That's what the writer wants to say. Remember one thing, every success story has got many failures behind it, he tells. The only difference is that every time they fail, they bounce back. The only difference between them, these successful people, not these people, any successful person and the failed person. What's the difference? The only difference is every time they failed, what did the successful people do? They bounced back. They came back with a lot of enthusiasm. ENTHUTIASM, enthusiasm. That means when they fail, marinta utsahanto. Enthusiasm means great excitement, with great attitude, with a strong attitude. Why should I fail? Why should I accept my failure? With that strong attitude, they bounced back. They came back again. That means they started doing it, attaining it again with very, very, very strong attitude. This is called failing forward. This is what is this? Every time you fail, you bounce back. Bounce back means come back with enthusiasm, with excitement, with a strong attitude. Why should I agree? Why should I accept defeat? Why should I accept failure? With that strong mind, strong attitude, strong thinking power, strong willpower, you should come back again. That means you should try again. This is called failing forward. That means forward means, go forward, go front, move front, FRONT front. That means what? Every time you fail, you don't stop there. You fail, correct your mistake, try again. Again you failed, no problem, correct your mistake, try again. Again you failed, correct your mistake, move again. This means every time you fail, learn from your failure, correct the mistakes, correct the problems, and keep on trying. Likewise, keep on trying till you attain the success. That is called failing forward. Fail, correct your mistake, try again. Fail, correct your mistake, try again. Try again. Likewise, keep on moving is called failing forward. This is very, very, very important, students. Please pay attention here. Rather than backward. Coming backward means what? Why should I try again? I am trying, I am failing. Why should I try? How many times could I try like this? So getting dejected, getting disappointed, getting disappointing yourself and stopping at certain point after trying for 10 times, 30 times or 20 to 50 times, whatever it is. That is called failing backward. Stopping at the face of the failure is called failing backward. Not stopping at the face of the failure. Keep on correcting your mistakes and keep on trying is failing forward. That's what the writer wanna tell you. You learn and move forward. What did the writer want to say? You learn from your mistakes. You learn from your failures. Correct them. Correcting the mistakes and failures is very, very important. And move forward. That means try again. Learn from your failure and keep moving. Writer again and again he is saying, learn from your mistakes. Learn from your failures. Why should I fail this time? Why have I failed this time? What is the mistake that I did? Correct the mistake. Change your attitude. Everything whatever is required. Then keep moving. Surely you'll get success. The writer want to tell you that. He's giving one more example. In 1940, Thomas Edison, at age 67, once again, note a point of this age. 67 is the age at which we think of retirement, not doing anything, settle freely. At the age 67, what happened? Lost his factory. He lost his factory, కోల్పోయాడు factory, which was worth a few $1 million on fire. F-I-R-E, fire కాదు. F-I-R-E is not fire. It is fire. F-I-R-E is fire. In a fire accident, he lost his factory at the age of 67, which is worth a few $1 million. Remember boys, a factory is not a simple investment. Most of your money is invested in the factory. Most of the person's money will be invested in the factory. It is not just a matter of 1 lakh rupee or 10 lakh rupee or not likewise. A huge amount is invested in the factories. It's because it's a bigger establishment. At the age of 67, he lost the factory. If you are at that age and you have lost such kind of property, what would you? If I were that, I could have gone mad. నేనే ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఉంటే నాకైతే పిచ్చెక్కిపోతుంది. ఐ లూజ్ మై స్పిరిట్. ఐ డై ఆఫ్ హార్ట్ అటాక్తో చనిపోతాను నేను 67 years of ఏజ్లో అంటే. బట్ we shall see how strong his attitude is. It had very little insurance. That means it hasn't got much insurance also. No longer a young man. The writer here mentions him, refers him to be an young man, because though he was aged person, he was an old man. He has got the attitude, willpower, strong mind of an young man. If you lose anything, what do you say? I can earn. I am very energetic. I can do. నేనేంటి నాకు యంగ్, నేను ఎందుకు భయపడాలి అనే లాంటి ఒక arrogant attitude యూత్కి ఉంటుంది, యంగర్ స్టేజ్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి ఉంటుంది. బట్ నాట్ టు ద పీపుల్ హూ ఆర్ అట్ ద ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ 67. 67-68 సంవత్సరాలకు దగ్గరగా ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి అంత స్ట్రాంగ్ యాటిట్యూడ్ ఉండదు. బట్ విత్ దట్ స్ట్రాంగ్ యాటిట్యూడ్, దట్స్ వై ద రైటర్ రిఫర్స్ హిమ్ టు బి ఏ యంగ్ మ్యాన్. This is very, very important point. His age was 67 years. At the writer, Shiv Khera addresses him to be a young man, because Thomas Edison has got that strong mind. Edison watched his lifetime effort go up in smoke. He watched his lifetime effort. జీవితాంతం కష్టపడి సంపాదించుకున్న డబ్బులతో కట్టుకున్న ఫ్యాక్టరీ అది. It is going on fire. He is losing his factory on fire. And what did he say? We shall see.